from any of them, bro. Them official people.
Mic on.
What's up, guys? Might test screens.
Nope.
That's good. That was a quick that was a qualifier. This is cool. This is cool.
Alright, thanks.
Welcome along, ladies and gentlemen. It's a quiet start. 11th official race series event here at Lausitzring. Located in, Sipka, Germany. That is correct. Racing in Germany today. These guys, as usual, have been practicing to get the same Porsche 911 GT America that we used back last week, that is. Because why we did that? As I was saying, we're using the same Porsches from last week because is we want to show you guys the difference in track rates with the same car. Now, this is known to most of our racers here at CSRO, but let's see how we cancel that lap. I want to get someone that's going to go on a fast lap. Here's Phil Ramirez out of Cuba. Actually, Rahul is still viable, but it's Daniel Williams to first cross the line and start his fast lap here in the qualifying session. We'll stick with is it? It's Danny in front of him actually, then there's Kurt Moss all the way at the back, so Danny's actually the first one to start his fast lap. Let's stay with Danny.
Yeah, I'll pass my charger for me real quick.
But as I was saying earlier, that majority of the guys that are raced with us here already at CSRO and within the last championship series would know that a car's characteristic changes every track they go, so they would have to change obviously the setup of that car. So that is they do. Standing this here goes off track and right lap to the end because he's going to have to start and follow Daniel Williams instead. And so we've been teaching these guys here at CSRO those kind of dynamics when it comes to motor racing in general, which ultimately relays over into sim racing. So this track here is a much more complex track as Daniel Williams crosses the line, not with a comfortable time, so he's going to head back in, but it's Kurt Moss right now that leads the leaderboard here. It's at the top of the leaderboard. He's actually racing with us for the first time this weekend, but has been with us for at least 3 weeks now. So what the new guys should come away with, especially those who have competed with us within the last event, is to show them exactly that carrying this same car over, you're not only going to have to change the setup of your car, which I did say is an obvious sign, but you also have to change in some aspects your driving style to suit not only the car, but the car and track combination. Some of you guys are definitely going to get that taught to them today. Actually, they've been teaching themselves all week, as a matter of fact, as Kurt goes fastest there, even faster I should add, with a 128.991. Sean Lee there, second position. Seconds down from Ross. We're going to just follow Sean along here. The beginning of a new lap. Ooh, it's Daniel Williams though. That brings that Porsche up into second position. Some 900ths of a second away from pole. 97 hundredths of a second it is. Or is it? Sorry, it's 97 thousandths of a second away. This time you can see there's a huge dip right there. Ooh, just almost manages to keep that back end from coming around. Well done by him and just looking how to best get back on track with Rahul this year. Finally registers a time, but it's Sean Lee who takes that third position away from him. So then if we can jump to Lee here, see if we can manage to go a little faster. Oscar Wilson takes that car across the line with a 129. qualifying session. As I was saying, that big dip right there it's a really bad one in terms of back on the power.
Testing.
Okay, so I just want to keep it live. Links are in the Discord. Track is pretty bumpy, is the point I'm trying to make, and so they definitely gotta watch themselves getting back on power here at Lausitzring. Lausitzring crosses the line, does not manage to do better from his third position there. Now coming around the penultimate turn. So he managed to go faster. No, he does not. He locks up into the first turn and he brings that back in around, almost going into Sean Lee's path as Sean Lee exited the pits there. Washington Wilson back on another flyer here, just under 6 minutes to go, almost crunch time. And we've got 7 combatants registering times thus far. We have about 10 competitors that have registered for this race. Some of the big guns and regular guys. I really don't want to differentiate them in that way, but some of the guys that you might know from our previous events, household names I might add, and decided to set out this one today for various reasons. So Oswald does bring that car in for a checkup before he gets going again. Rahul comes across the line to begin his fastest lap, but it seems as though it's already watched almost. Bring in that front right on the lock and key there. Let's stick with him for a moment. Yeah, so some of the guys have decided to sit this one out, but we'll be back next weekend. And why? It's the beginning of our GT4 Championship Series, guys. It's going to be the first race of a 5-week, or shall I say 5-race shootout or battle for varying titles, inclusive of championship title. We will have the team title, championship title. We will have the manufacturer championship title, and newly added is the country championship title. As you see, Rahul Nisser overshoots that turn right there. I'm going to bring an end to his lap. I'm going to stick with Daniel here. I think Daniel's still on his out lap.
I'm doing a hot lap right now. Trying to do.
Does not register to go any faster there than his previous time. As a matter of fact, Moss has been able to increase the lead over Daniel Williams.
vehicle problem already.
Paul Jr. finally getting to
No,
register
start.
time
Make up with the
there.
car. I don't know about that. Start drive like shit.
Yes, we
No,
are
same
in
setup.
crunch time here.
Yeah,
We've got
just like-
9 drivers registering inside.
Huh?
I do believe we've got a few more in the pits. Ooh, Daniel with a very lengthy lockup there. Must add that these cars do experience flat spotting. He's got a lot to deal with now. Javon Gunning registers the fastest, second fastest time.
There's a damn there.
1:28.549.
My fault.
Daniel Williams managing to go faster there, but still stuck in third position now. Has been relegated by Javon Gunning.
This is the system at 68. Crowd is 70 right now.
Let's go to someone else. Let's look at Javon. Can he go faster to take his countryman off that pole position? We've got 1.5 minutes. 1.5 of a minute left to go here in qualifying session. We've got 10 drivers now registering the time. Not seeing John Green's time up there, but I do know he has registered for this race. He is in the Discord. Not sure why he hasn't registered the time just yet.
Yeah, man, for us, let's take the 7th position up on the board. For us,
Well, manages to come across the line and go fastest with a 1:28.309.
Keep going. I ain't got no more.
0.02 of a second faster than his countryman there. Kurt Moss, who he managed to relegate into second position. Well done to him. With just about 20 seconds left to go in the session.
Finish this lot before.
Here is Daniel Williams. Daniel's actually got some traffic in front of him. So I'm not sure he'll be able to
Just warm it up on the leader.
time.
First.
Jeffon does manage to go again. Williams, when he crosses the line here, that'll be it for him. He can't go any faster. Where is Nasir? I don't think Nasir managed to get another lap to go. We are in overtime of qualifying session. So maybe they'll be able to get just one more lap in. Rahul Nasir in front of them. Nafir Ramirez behind, and I know Williams is bringing that lap to an end.
Can you guys hear me?
I'm going to follow Rahul Nasir here as he completes his fast lap. The last of its kind, but we do have Jeffon managing to pull ahead.
We're on another 1:28.
Ooh, Rahul making a terrible mistake there, but what does Ramirez
Flying over.
have left in his bag? Can he manage to pull up any more places here on his time? No, he cannot. Javon not being able to do that as well. Daniel's going to complete this lap here. Zafiro.
Look, everyone.
Good luck, good luck.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone. Good poll there.
That is the end
Alright.
of the session. Well done, Javon. Well done.
Thank you.
Alright, guys. Let's see a pretty clean race here today. I know you guys have been practicing all week. Let's see that pay off now in the race. Okay, good luck. Have fun. Gonna take a walk down pit lane here. We got Oswin Wilson, Daniel Williams, Paul Juvenram, Rahul Nasir, Danny Nasir, Reggie Orr, John Green, Sean Lee, Kurt Moss, Javon Gunning there, Zafir Ramirez, and Sean Rambio.
Oh boy, anticipation, bro.
Are now at
Nice
the start.
qualifying.
I want to try and get in a proper position actually. I'm going to come down all the way to the end here. And then zoom in to get this start here.
Alright, good luck, guys.
Good luck, fellas.
Safe driving. Easy on the first turn, everybody. Easy.
Yeah, it's good luck.
15 seconds to go for the start of our 11th ORSE race of the year. 6 lights are on here at Lausitzring and they're off, ladies and gentlemen. Great start here by Javon Gunning. We're gonna watch down the lane as Oswin having some issues in front of him. Zafiro up on the inside, totally not seeing that was Oswin Wilson and turned in on him. Oswin now being relegated all the way down to the back of the field. We got another coming together here, John Green and Rahul Nasir, but they're managing to stay on the field here. Where are my leaders? It's Javon Gunning here, almost losing the rear end from Daniel Williams and Kurt Moss, followed by Sean Lee, Zafir Ramirez, Rahul Nasir, and we've got these guys here battling it out. Look, very close racing right here. Nicely done there by Rahul Nasir to defend that line from Reggie Orr. John Green is looking very optimistic coming up on the inside of Orr. I think I said Orr, I meant Orr. Sean Lee's got to try and open that lead. Oh, and Rahul touches the rear end of Zafiro. Zafiro locks it up, and Reggie manages to go into him. It's a lengthy race here though, so as long as they don't have damages beyond repair on track, or beyond being able to complete their first stint, and they can get to the first. We've got to change of position there. Some more down the line. Reggie, very optimistic, but Paul not seeing him there, loses out. Or almost losing out again. Very shifty at the back is the pack as they finally get settled into this race. Gunning leads with a 1.8 seconds lead, followed by Williams, then Moss. Seems as though they're setting the pace here for the rest of the pack. Sean Lee losing a bit of time there, but he's closely followed by John Green. Rahul Nasir, Daniel, Oswin Wilson as well, managing to stick closely behind. Seems as though John Green is getting much closer now to Sean Lee, who as they put down the power down the front straightaway. Well, it's not even a straightaway, what am I saying? It's Gunning from Williams, Moss still, Sean Lee, John Green. And then Rahul Nasir and Oswin Wilson, they're all registering their faster times now. Sean Lee not managing to go that true. Look, you can see the suspension having to work overtime through that section. John Green ever so close now to Sean Lee. Let's ride with him. Section with a proper setup, you can actually just glide on through here. You can see Sean Lee suffering, but then managing to pull out ahead on the exit of that turn. Breaking at the 100-meter board. Seems as though John Green has a much better line through that section right there. It's usually a flat out through here. Ever so close, ever so close. You can smell the exhaust fumes coming through his window there, John Green. We've also got a battle with Orr and Ramirez. Orr manages to come up on the inside of Ramirez, but Ramirez is not going to let that go so easily. He's trying now on the inside. Does he have that late braking mover under control? Oh, just Orr gives him enough space there. Sean Lee has an issue. We missed that. As Sean Lee went into turn 1, we can see Orr now right up under him, giving way to not only John Green, but Rahul Nasir and Oswin Wilson as well. Right now with Orr, we can see Ramirez up on the inside again, trying to nip away at the legs of Reggie Orr. Ooh, going too wide there though, Zafiro.
Car definitely feels heavy. All this damn fuel.
GeForce managing to pull away with a 2.5 second lead there against Daniel Williams. Seems to be biding their time. There's a battle in the back. Danny Nasir versus Paul Jr. They keep switching positions. Gunning over the line now. Orr finally up on Sean Lee. Yes. Clean pass and completed. Send that stamp, boy. And look at the lengths he's already put on the duo. Reggie Orr climbing up the ladder here. Thanks a lot there to Sean Rampio for the heads up.
Almost lost it.
Back with you. I just managed to turn up the volume of my mic just a bit. Hope this is not too loud though. Where are we? Gunning, managing to hold that position. Daniel Williams not being able to do much right behind him, but Kurt Moss seems to be closer now to Daniel Williams than he was in previous laps. John Green's definitely got his work cut out for him. Wilson finally up on Rahul to take 5th position away. I'll tell you what, guys, this track is not the least bit easy. They've got a lot of concentrating to do here. Zafiro on Sean Lee there, almost taking him out, but managing to bring that car to a stop there before entry of that turn. Green registering the fastest time of 121.678. 129, sorry, 678. Everyone's spread out except for Paul Jr. and Danny Nasir. Paul wants this 10th position here. That's right, with Paul. He's finally up on the inside of Danny Nasir. Seems as though he's got the better exit speed out of that penultimate turn, registering his fastest time of a 136.455. Ooh, just managing to bring that car under control there into turn 1. It's Orr with an issue, ladies and gentlemen. He brings that car around on track and loses 2 positions. The 2 very positions he's managed to fight for here at Lausitzring. And he's now back into 9th position. Long way to go though. Gunning comes across the line 129.025, followed by Daniel Williams and Kurt Moss. Where is John Green though? Some 9 seconds away. He goes even faster with a 129.633 on his previous time.
Took that wrong.
That is definitely not the fastest lap of the race. It's Gunning with the fastest one with a 129.029, I think it was. So apologies for that miscalculation there. I did have an on-screen graphic that told me someone with the fastest time. Guess I'll have to find that. Put it back up there. Look at Javon here. He looks pretty smooth, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty smooth indeed, Javon. Now up to 3-second lead over Daniel Williams. He's got this track in the bag. Daniel with a faster exit speed though, managing to close in and goes even faster than his previous time. He goes even faster than the entire field with a 128.860. Maybe he's trying to turn on the heat. Maybe he's finally settled into this race. And maybe he's going to take the lead of this race. We ride with him now, Daniel Williams. Reggie Orr finally makes a move on Ramirez, taking back those positions he lost. So he's now back up to 8th position. Smooth is Daniel Williams as he exits that turn. Got these cars planted, I tell you. The time is down now. Williams definitely putting on the pace here and gunning with a 129.608. Williams with a 129.045. Though Javon is quite consistent with his timing, Williams here with a fight back. Ramirez with an issue in the grass once again. Not having a great day at all. Or though on Sean Lee. Sean Lee fights back into turn 1, 2, and 3 they go. Take you in car now with Reggie as he's nibbing away. Oh, he bumped Sean Lee.
That was not nice, Reggie.
And definitely it was not, as Sean Lee comes across the radio saying that that was not nice, Reggie. Something the stewards would definitely be looking at there against Reggie. CSRO calling it quits to his day. Too much frustration in this race for him. I did see him registering a lot of times along the week, but it comes down to racing. It's a totally different scene, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, didn't work out for him today. As we look at Reggie Orr, I want to hop back over to Daniel Williams. There's a bit of traffic in front of Javon. Yep, it's Paul Jewenram and Danny Nasir in front of Javon Gunning. These guys are going to have to watch for the leaders of this race now. But Daniel Williams is hoping that they can hold him up just a little longer for him to gain some more seconds on him. This is quite iffy here as the two of them are also fighting for position. Paul Jewenram finally giving way there to Javon Gunning. Danny Nasir manages to do the same, quite neatly too, I might add. Where's Williams though? On Daniel, right on Danny Nasir now. Danny does give him way. Moss on Paul Jewenram. Paul definitely letting him by. Quite nicely done by those guys. Green doesn't seem as though he's been able to close that gap any bit, and it's Gunning that takes away a few seconds there from the back markers to throw on top of Daniel's deficit. What's happened here with Daniel Williams and Paul Jewenram? Not sure. I think Danny was actually caught out there. He probably thought that Paul was a back marker. He gave him that free pass, unfortunately. I think he now realizes what he's done. He's fighting back now, Danny Nasir. But John Green is coming up behind them. They're going to have to let go once more for him to pass by. Quite close times now from Williams and Moss. Williams definitely backing off there with a 130 being registered by him. Kurt Moss, ladies and gentlemen, with a mistake into turn 1. So he definitely loses some time there from Daniel Williams. Gunning managing to put his head down here, increase the lead some more. So it's 3 seconds here. Come on, Danny. I mean, Daniel. You can do it. I'm cheering him on, of course, because we want to see close racing. Isn't that right? So he's gaining up. While he's doing that, you guys need to remember this is a 1 hour long race. We've got 42 minutes and 10 seconds in. Nasir on Wilson, though. Getting that move completed and managing to open up a little bit of a lead. Where did this come from? Oswin, though, is fighting back, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, nicely done there on the late braking by Oswin Wilson. Coming up behind Rahul here. Who can get on the power better? It's going to have a better exit, and it definitely is Oswin Wilson on the inside there of Rahul Nasir. What does this look like? It's a neck-and-neck battle down to the line, ladies and gentlemen. Oswin does have that inside line. What can Rahul do? Pull out it up and under. He's going to try for it, but no. Oswin managing to pull that car onto him, but Rahul does not give up that easily. He fights back. Oswin under pressure, definitely. He locks up there. Ooh, he's gonna have to watch himself though, Rahul, before the back end of that car comes around. Rahul now passing his father there. Ooh, he locks up and he's got to fight this car into that turn, and yes, he does bring it under control. Some great racing here between the two of them. Let's ride with Rahul again. It seems as though Oswin is managing to pull ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, he is. He's braking much later into this section too, we know. That's it. I think he's gone, ladies and gentlemen. Rahul is just gonna have to put that in his pipe and smoke it. Meanwhile, Daniel Williams has managed to close this gap. Almost 1 second is gone from the space between them, as Daniel is rushing up before the first stint is over to try and capitalize on his pace. What has happened again? It's Oswin, Rahul, and Reggie Orr, ladies and gentlemen. Wow! And we've suddenly got another set of battles in our hand. Where did Orr come from? What happened to Wilson and what happened to Nasir? Just as we looked away. Right on the brakes there, Oswin Wilson is. We know he loves this section right here. Grabbing another gear right before he late brake into this turn. Reggie locks up just a bit. Rahul has once again lost out. He's finally taken that car into the pits though, Rahul. We're going to go back now with this battle. Maybe the tires fell off there on Rahul's car, or he just managed to damage it enough for him to, force a pit stop. But now it's Reggie Orr from Oswin Wilson. Oswin Wilson definitely does not want to let go of that position that easily. He's given Reggie something to fight it, something to talk about.
I don't know why that thing's so far over on my screen, bro.
On the outside now is Oswin Wilson into the inside of Reggie Orr. And he wins that battle out, but Reggie's gonna have to fight back if he doesn't want to look so easy there. Yep, the lead is decreasing between the leaders as Reggie's on the inside again. Nice little battle here going on between the duo. Right now with Reggie. Gunning, as you heard him, losing a lot of time there to Daniel Williams. 1.67 or 7 seconds actually, 8 seconds. 9, he's beginning to open it back. These two into turn 1. Does Reggie have a better exit? Yes, he does, and Oswin seems as though he managed to bring that car to almost a complete stop almost. I'm not quite sure what happened, or if he just lost the rear end and just decided to back off instead of losing the entire thing. But now Reggie is back in front of him in 5th position. Gunning has managed to increase the lead a little bit over Daniel Williams.
My pedal's giving me problems.
Oswin's complaining there. He's definitely getting some issues with his equipment.
It starts sticking again.
Hang in there, bro. Hang in there, Wilson. Hang in. Two seconds now separate Williams from Gunning. We saw 1.5 seconds just now, or somewhere thereabouts, but Jevon seems to have that car back under him once again. I think he was complaining about fuel. He probably had to back off to conserve on fuel. Yes, it does get that technical in sim racing, as well as tire conservation. Rahul is back out and he's in 8th position, I might add. Right now with Daniel Williams on a lap of Lausitzring. See how bumpy that section is, this first sector right here. And I think Javon is losing out on this sector a lot. As you can see, 1.5 seconds there. But he's much stronger through this middle and last sector. Ooh, just a little bit too much there. That's the rear end coming around I was talking about. 1.1 seconds now. It's under 1.1 seconds now.
Sure, I thought we can't hear. For that one there, I think we have to use the phone.
Just remember your feedback in game, guys, on your mic. Just remember your feedback in games on the mic. That's a lap of Lausitzring, ladies and gentlemen. So the only person that managed to pit thus far is... Ooh! What just happened there with Javon?
Tires definitely gone.
Yep. He's complaining for tires there now.
Thanks.
He's gonna have to see that pit sooner or later there, Javon. Definitely sooner than later. It's coming down to the halfway mark of this race. Just about 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go before that mark. Let's watch him though as he completes this lap. The gearing is definitely different there between Gunning and Williams. Gunning seems to be on a lighter gear a little bit longer than Williams is, and maybe that's why he's managing to pull ahead here from Daniel. Nothing Daniel can do about it though. That's his setup. That's what he feels comfortable with for the entire week until now. It's Javon there crossing the line with a 130.185. You can see that Williams with a 131.318. Sorry. Danny manages to pull aside there for Javon. Moss is in the pits, ladies and gentlemen. This is a nice strategic move I don't think he's close enough though to pull off the undercut. Green is in third now, but he does need to pit. Does he have what it takes to pull off an undercut against Moss? He's gonna have to be super fast here on the remaining laps that he's out on track. I wonder what his tire deck is like. Javon Gunning managed to increase the lead over Daniel Williams. Daniel might be suffering just as much as well. A lonely John Green here though, coming around the back end of this circuit. Beautiful circuit, I might add. Multiple layouts to this circuit. This one is the DTM layout, obviously, which they use for the DTM races. And then it does have two other layouts that comes with it, including the oval layout. John Green comes across the line with 129.328, definitely faster there than some of the guys. Where's Moss at? Yes, Moss is behind now with some 50 seconds. If John Green knows what he's about, he can pit now. Wilson on Moss. How? He made a mistake, I want to believe. No, Wilson is going into the pits, that is. Ooh, he makes a mistake. Oswin goes into the pits way too fast and brings the back end around of that car. He's definitely going to lose a lot of time there due to that mistake. Gunning with now almost a 5-second lead. Well, it's 4.2 seconds right now over Daniel Williams. We ride with Daniel Williams. Wilson in the pits, as I told you. Moss with an issue, ladies and gentlemen, loses out even more now to John Green. Lee up one position on Wilson as Wilson pits. Nasir does too. This is the fight though that we're looking for. It's close, ladies and gentlemen, on the exit, but Jeffon is right behind him. So those blue flags are going to be waving for Jeffon. And Oswin has got Rahul in his sights and he's not going to want to let go. Here's Rahul in front of him. Wilson right here. Looks as though he's trying to give Jeffon a pass, but just quite isn't in a position to do so now. What is he going to do? Is he going to go to the outside, inside? It seems as though Oswin tried to go on the inside to let him by, and Jeffon read it all wrong. Jeffon losing a lot of time here behind Oswin. But there's even a better position here for Jeffon to get by. Ooh, he almost loses it there, Jeffon. He's giving the way. He's giving the way now from Oswin. And now Rahul is going to suffer the same fate. Sean Lee's in the pits, but Rahul is just going to suffer the same fate now from Gunning coming up behind him. Gunning losing some more time here as he caught them up at the same section again to be behind a back marker. And you got to remember, Rahul is racing against Oswin. He's not going to just going to give up that position. And he's going to want to have Jeffon come as close as possible behind him. Oswin definitely biding his time knowing this. as Reggie Orr registers the fastest lap of a 127.617, ladies and gentlemen. Orr's in the pits now. Moss gets ahead, but John Green has not pit as yet. Finally, Javon Gunning is in the pit. Reggie Orr having some issues there in the pits. Javon's finally in the pits. Where's Daniel Williams? Right behind him. Smart move there by Daniel Williams. Depending on the time of the pit stop, one of them can cross over the other. What just happened there to Javon? Oh no.
Bro, this is gonna cost me the race, bro.
Alright, Javon,
Oh my
watch your
God.
comms, watch your comms.
Oh my god.
Green's in the lead now.
Oh my god. This is gonna
Javon comes, please. Mike.
Finally out is Daniel Williams. Managing the undercut there. But just because Javon managed to make a slew of mistakes here, he burns that tire out. Exits in the pit there. Oswin being given away by Rahul. Maybe they had a comment together, and Rahul, being a gentleman racer, manages to give him the position in front of them. Seems as though it's Sean Lee. No, sorry, that's who is in front of them? Is it John Green? No, it's not John Green. It's Moss or followed by Paul Jr. His second stint is going to be an interesting one. John Green does not have a lot in him. If he's going to go to the end of this race, I'm not sure. But he's very consistent with a 129. Car looks very much more stable than some of the other rest of the guys. He's got a 22-second lead over Williams. With a stint like this, if he were to pit, he would need a lot of fuel and definitely a tire change. He could get out into second or third position, but close enough to Gunning and Williams to fight for that position, those positions. Moss is a ways away after registering some of the fastest times we've seen here. If we can get back though to Nasir and Wilson. Wilson managing to open up that lead between the two of them. With a 130.148, Wilson climbs up. Is in 6th position, sorry. Green across the line on 129.432. Like I said, very consistent there with his timings. It's going to be very vital as it comes down to the end of this race. Oswin practically in no man's land. Looking to see why Paul had apologized to John there. Maybe he held him up a little bit too long as he'd like to. And these Porsches look so good out here at Lausitzring. Let's take you on a lap of Lausitzring with John Green. 29 once again. Very, very consistent he is. As a matter of fact, that was his middle name when we, as two Guyanese, started out on racedepartment.com. I used to call him John Consistent Green. As we raced in their online series back in the day. I think that was back in 2016. When we both had the hunger to start the same here in the Caribbean. Seems pretty slow, ladies and gentlemen, but even if it seems pretty slow, he's fast right now with a 129 and consistently so than the rest of the field. You ever heard they say consistency is key? It sure is here in sim racing. Another 129. What did I tell you guys? Wow. Daniel Williams now exits.
I'm gonna have to box again. It didn't replace my tires, and I just noticed that.
Javon having to go into the pits again, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely losing out on this race here today, unfortunately. Alright, man, tough one. Sorry about
that. This is crazy.
Moss gets past him into third position, and we know Moss has already managed to pit in this session here. So it seems as though Moss, unless he has some issues ahead of him, is going to take away third position. John Green, though, still has to pit. Where is he now? He seems as though he's not going to pit, John Green. Can he make it to the end of this race on those tires? Well, if consistency is the key, he's definitely going to do that to get there. But a 129 once again on the leaderboard, on the timing sheets, I mean. What does Williams manage to do? So 130 consistently from him as well. Well, it's not that consistent again, but Paul Gioram enters the pits now. Kurt Moss coming up again. Where is Gunning? He's finally out here, back on track. As he's down the mid section of the track here. He's actually on the exit into the penultimate turn. Across the line there. Moss is way a ways ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Seems as though Gunning has made a terrible mistake here. Quite unfortunate for the Jamaican, who seems as though he had everything well planned here and executed. coming into this race. We've got guys now spreading out, but where is John Green? Rahul Nasir with an issue, ladies and gentlemen. What happened to Rahul? But Wilson is gone. Ways away from Rahul here. And he's actually catching up to Reggie Orr. Locks up into that turn, does Reggie. Second to last turn here. Before he gets on the front straightaway. We're just about to enter under 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, left in this session, in this race. And that's it, 15 minutes to go. Ooh, Reggie making a terrible mistake into turn 1, gifting 5th position to Oswin Wilson. Going just a bit too much on the brakes. Nasir in the pits for a second time. Maybe this one is the scheduled pit stop. Williams come across the line with a 1:29 now. 6 is his time. "20 seconds separates John Green from Daniel Williams. John Green having to back off maybe. You can see him. Does he have on his hazards? Yes, he does. Does that mean he's entering to the pits? I don't know. Let's wait and see. That might be a mistake there. Yep, that's it. He's going into the pits, ladies and gentlemen. Finally bringing that car in at the 13 and a half minute mark. 13 and a half minutes mark. Where is Williams on this pit stop of John Green? He's now coming out from the last few corners of this circuit. John Green now enters his pit box, and Williams is going to claim first position from him. As he comes across the line, John Green is not yet moving. Williams takes the lead off this race. Where is Moss? Moss now enters the last set of corners here off this track. John Green has been released, ladies and gentlemen, into second position. Some 9 seconds away from Daniel Williams. Daniel has got to be as consistent as possible. Moss with a 1:29 over the line. Some 39 seconds away from the leader of this race and 25 seconds away from John Green. Today is not Rahul Nasir's day. You can see him sliding the back end of that car around. John Green here in second position in front of Rahul Nasir. Seems as though we're going to have a battle on our hands if John Green can close this 7.7 seconds down between himself and Daniel Williams. Daniel Williams with a mistake into turn 1, ladies and gentlemen. decreasing that lead substantially between himself and John Green. There you can see John Green coming up right behind him. 3 seconds now, as opposed to the 7 into the starting of this brand new lap by Daniel Williams. We're right now with John Green. 10 seconds to go, under 11 seconds to go. 11 minutes, sorry. John Green making a mistake there. Grabbing that gear a bit too early, but he's now under 2.5 seconds to Daniel Williams. Daniel seemingly struggling now with damaged tires, I would assume, after that incident into turn 1. It seems as though the pressure of this track and car combo is coming down on these guys with a little bit less experience. John Green goes across the line with a 128.766. He wants the lead of this race, ladies and gentlemen, but can he take it? This is the closest race you've got so far according to the leaderboards, and we're gonna stick with them. We ride back now with John Green. He's even closer now to Daniel Williams. Daniel needs to drive a really clean race if he wants to win this one. Lovely line there by Daniel. You can get on the power a little bit earlier. Can he manage to open the lead? No, he cannot. John Green manages to stick with him. Ooh, a lock up there by Daniel Williams. Brings John Green even closer now into contention. Look at that. Millimeters apart. And he finally loses at Daniel Williams. Oh, he manages to keep it intact, ladies and gentlemen, even the lead of this race. Well done by him. He's already in a defensive position here on John Green. Does well to bring that car under his control there into a defensive line already. John Green doesn't seem as though he's going to be gifted this position just yet. Another lockup by Daniel Williams for the fight of this race. There's under 8 minutes now left. John Green is going to have to be as consistent as he can be. Daniel Williams needs to be twice as much. Once again, beautiful line there by Daniel Williams, but it seems not to be doing much. Ooh, that's gonna be a bad call there by John Green. Can he make it stick though? That was almost a dive. Not almost, but I would say a dive bomb there by John Green. Stewards are going to have to take a look at that just to be clear on that. Yep, that is definitely a dive bomb. John Green knows it and gives the position back. It seems as though John might have lost himself under the braking.
You're gonna run out of fuel?
I got a short shift. I'm fighting with Daniel. It's not gonna help.
Come on, John, put back your in the pits, man.
Nasir register, Danny Nasir. Oh, he almost loses the back end there, John Green. Oh, it seems as though his fight here for first position is going to be over. He's got a short shift now. Started to conserve on the fuel that's left in the tank of this Porsche 911 GT America car. Quite a sad end. I mean, it was getting heated there for a moment. I thought he was going to get back the position and he's going to try attacking Daniel again. But if maybe he can stay close enough to Daniel, he can probably force the issue. But it seems as though Daniel has been rejuvenated and revigorated into fighting this battle. Meanwhile, the two of them has managed to put on some 26 seconds ahead of Moss. They're sitting in third position. Javon gunning in 38 seconds away from the lead of this race. Wilson some 52 seconds and Orr some 58 seconds. John Green closer now, but having to fight with this car. Let's ride with him. Even if he were to get past Daniel Williams, Daniel has got an advantage in terms of fuel, I would suppose. Ooh, he almost comes into contact there with Daniel Williams as Daniel Williams ran out a little bit way too wide. Right now with Daniel. John Green having to fight control into that car, ladies and gentlemen. You saw it here live. That's it. Seems as though John Green has managed to complete that move. Even short shifting and all, he's in the lead of this race. Daniel does not have an answer to him. He's now stretching the lead some 1.1 seconds away from Daniel Williams as John Green. With 3.5 minutes left to go. Where is the rest of the field? Kurt Moss comes across the line in a lonely third position. Javon Gunning, actually not that far away. Javon has managed to bring that down to some 5 seconds between himself and Moss. But with 3 seconds, oh, there's another position change here. Or on Wilson. As they came across Rahul Nasir. I think Oswin actually had an issue. And Nasir outbrakes himself. Yep, taking that car for a spin on the grass. Oswin here though having some issues once again, ladies and gentlemen. As the fuel load goes down, John Green goes 128.417 across the line. Williams now 2.5 seconds away from that top position. Where's Gunning and Moss? You can see Moss coming across your screen there, but Javon here has 2 minutes to do anything with this position gain that is ahead of him. Whether he can get to it or not. Or against Wilson as well. Sorry, Wilson against Orr as well. That's it. 1 minute 20 seconds to go. John Green leads this race with some 2.8 seconds in his bag. Williams right behind him in second position. Kurt Moss racing for the first time here out of Jamaica. In third, Javon Gunnings trying to close this gap that Moss has against him, as they're now under 1 minute left in this 11th official race series event by the Caribbean Sim Racing Organization, ladies and gentlemen. If you've liked what you've seen here today, hit that like and follow button. Share with your friends, and be sure to join us every Saturday for races on CSRO. We stream every single time, guys. Gunning with his fastest lap of the race, 128.411. Must make mention too, as the last few seconds here are counting down with John Green in the lead. That's it. The race has come to an end. With the last lap here, you can see John Green seemingly backing off. Daniel Williams is right there. But yeah, so let's just continue this talk after the race here. I just want to get the leaders in a quick chat before we close off the stream. But even with that slow line, John Green will cross the line, ladies and gentlemen. In first position, Daniel Williams in second, and Kurt Moss in third. Bring it down to the end of the lap. First, second, third. Please bring those cars down to the end. Ooh, but Javon Gunning has managed to close the gap even more to Kurt Moss. Ooh, Javon sliding that car out of there as we see Rahul gone into the jungle for some reason. But Kurt Moss, go line up with the boys at the end, please. Thank you. Ooh, as you can see, Javon losing a lot of it. Where is Oswin Wilson though? Guys are still racing. Please keep off the comms. Oswin Wilson finally now bringing his car around. Oh look, he passed.
Oh, got a puncture.
Reggie Orr actually. Sean Lee as well coming across the line, and Danny Nasir to close out. Nasir and GRM are the only two left, as everyone else heads in. This is your top three. Alright guys, congratulations here. John Green. We're actually going to do a reverse today actually. Let's start with Kurt Moss. Kurt, your first time out here at CSRO. Congrats man on the third position. Seems as though you might have actually been able to do better there in qualifying. Hold on Kurt, I'm not hearing you quite well.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, that's much better.
Yeah, I got a really good qualifying lap, but the race pace wasn't there, and I kind of made too many mistakes overshooting with the turns and stuff, so it kind of pushed me back a little bit from the leader.
Alright, most definitely. For the first time out here, not a bad turnout for you though. Thanks a lot for coming to race with us, and we hope to see you in the next one. As we move on now to Daniel Williams. Daniel, have you got your mic fixed?
Yes, it is fixed.
Okay then, thanks a lot. How are you doing today, man? Seems as though you had the win of this race once more, but lost out. What happened?
I just locked up. Went sideways.
Say again?
I locked up and went sideways at turn one.
Oh, that's what happened. Yeah, we didn't quite see what had occurred to you. But
go ahead.
I
I was having some freeze frame, and yeah, that keep bothering me throughout the race, but it was okay.
Alright, man, not a bad outing for you, not a bad turnaround.
Yeah.
Gotta go now to John Green, sir. Congratulations on what is this? I need some stats on me. Is this about your 10th race now?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It was a good race, man. I enjoyed it. I didn't get to qualify. I didn't have a test because I just got in. And but yeah, the strategy was to go to the end of the race with the fuel. I had enough fuel for the end, but the tires went to the red zone and I locked up straight off the road. So I had to pit. I actually didn't want to pit, but man, I enjoyed it, man. I don't know what happened with Gunnin and Daniel. I saw when Daniel made a mistake on the exit of the first turn. And then I think Gunnin just messed it up with the pit because it would have been a tough race at the end.
Most definitely. I gotta go now to Gunning, actually. Gunning, seems as though you had this race in total control for the first and even a little bit of the second stint. Talk to us. What just happened?
I set my pit strategy you know, a while back. I decided I was gonna change it up a little bit while I'm driving. On the triple monitor, the pit strategy, when you're trying to change the stuff, it's all the way to like 90 degrees from my head, right?
Yeah, to the right, yeah.
So I'm trying. This track has so much turns. It's hard to you know, focus on changing your stuff while still looking ahead of you. I crashed into the pits, like the pit gates and stuff, while changing it, and then you know, it just so happened that I thought I changed everything I needed to change, fueled up everything, went out, you know, to go get my position back from Daniel. Next thing I realized is I didn't change the tires, so I was back out with full fuel on empty tires.
Ah, man.
I go back into the pits, and this time I decided I was gonna drive like I drive in qualifying. I was just gonna push and push and push, and I finally caught up to Kurt. If I had just one more lap, I would have passed Kurt and got pulled.
Yeah, we definitely saw that one there for podium position there at the end.
Man, I was fighting. But good drive, guys. It was definitely a nice one. I enjoyed it. Even though, you know, I was kind of like it was a little bit of us, so we was like stretched out, but it was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Definitely, most definitely. All right, thanks a lot, you all. Definitely saw some more battles there down the line between Oswin Wilson and Rahul Nasir as well. Thanks a lot, guys, for coming out, giving us a show. I'm gonna go ahead and close off the stream now and come back with you for the post-race brief. Thanks a lot.
Congratulations.
Alright, guys, like I was saying, so this being the final race before we head into our second championship for the year. It's going to be featuring GT4 cars, actually. The first championship, if some of you have been joining us from the start, featured GT3 cars, and you know how that turned out. Some of you don't, then go ahead and go through the results of that from our Facebook page. I just want to say thanks a lot for all of the newbies that came out here today and enjoyed this race with us. Thanks a lot for the follows, thanks a lot for the likes, and please don't forget to share as well. We hold races every Saturday. And that being said, guys, we're actually going to head into our GT4 Championship Series coming Saturday. This Saturday that is coming, the 26th of September, is going to be the first round of our GT4 Championship Series. Gonna get that list out to you guys at the starting of the week, or maybe by tomorrow, actually. Well, that is the starting of the week, considering how you look at it. know, some people start the week at Monday, some people start the week on Sunday. So it's going to be available to you tomorrow, and we're going to have the teams and their members within those teams that are going to be representing their teams, their country as well that they're from, as well as the cars they'll be in. So the cars have already been chosen through a lottery process. Actually, it was done last Wednesday evening, and so you guys are going to get that information in a nice format uploaded to our Facebook page. So go ahead, follow us on Facebook. It's Caribbean Sim Racing Organization, and go ahead and join our group where you're free to talk with all of our members as well as competitors. It's Caribbean Sim Racing Organization group. Alright, that's all I have for you for this evening, folks. Thanks a lot for coming out and joining us. Don't forget to join us for that matchup this weekend. And yeah, have a good night. Have a good rest of the weekend. Peace.